Hey guys, today I'm going to start my second practice vlog for the Biber Passacaglia. If you missed my first one, it is Up in the Eye. In that one, I listened to a few recordings and then I sight read through the whole thing and focused mostly just on the first page. So this time around, I'm going to really just be focusing on the second page. So this vlog will mostly be footage of me just working on the second page. So if you missed the first page, that's again Up in the Eye. And if you'd like to read about any of the ways that I practice in this vlog, I do have a blog called lifefromtheviola.com. It is always linked down below, and there will be a blog post that goes along with this video where I will detail all of the different ways that I practice in this video. Okay, so like I said, I only focused on the first page in the last vlog. So I stopped at the end of measure 44. So now I'm going to start at measure 45, which is the next to last measure on this first page, but it's a new section. So I'm calling it the second page. Page turn. Okay, I'm gonna stop there for now and work on these like 2 lines and 2 measures. So first we have a lot of sixths together. I thought they were pretty well in tune this time around because, you know, it's still in C minor. It's a lot of what I've done already, but it's kind of going in between them that's difficult. Same with when I made the regular practice vlogs. The sixths themselves were pretty easy, but going in between each one and making it sound good in between was the really hard part. So I'm gonna work on going between these sixths and making those transitions nice and smooth. So now I'm going to just isolate those 2 measures, 47 and 48, and work on all of that because there's kind of a lot there between the B flats and the B naturals and changing rhythms and a trill. It's a lot, so I'm gonna isolate just those 2 measures. I'm going to move on from those 2 measures just because my hand is already starting to feel a little cramped and I don't want to overwork myself. So just gonna move on to measure 49. So I don't think I'm getting this rhythm right. We've got 30-second notes at the beginning of measure 51. And some 16th notes scattered throughout the measure. So I think I'm kind of playing it opposite of what it should be. And now is when I pull up a recording to check what this rhythm actually is. I always pull up the same lute recording, and that's not what I want. I just listened to her recording, and she really changed up the rhythms. Like, they were very kind of improvisatory. They were not strictly as they were written. So for now, I'm going to just kind of do it as written, and then I'll listen to a few more recordings, see how strict other people take it, and decide kind of what I want to do, if I want to make it sound more improvisatory or more kind of strict. So now I'm going to start from measure 51. I was just listening to a violin recording, which is in G minor, and now I have to play in C minor, and now my brain is all confused. What am I doing? So the way to practice this section is just to play them as regular, like sustained octaves. So playing both octaves at once rather than separated like they are written in the music. So I'm just gonna go through and do that. Now I'm just going to take it really slowly and play it as written. Okay, moving on, measure 57. Stopping there for now. I don't really have much to say about this section other than I just need to repeat it a bunch, and that repetition will help me feel more confident and learn that section better. I don't think there's really one specific trick I can apply to this section, just repetition. So I'm not going to show all of that. Let's move on to measure 67. This part is, I've just been avoiding it. Okay. So actually I'm going to start at measure 65 so that I can get into it and see what my hand position is going to be like starting measure 67. Then I can figure out what my plan is. I know what flats are in C minor, okay? So these work really well if I start the lowest note on a first finger, because then fourth finger has the top note, and then I just slide down for each one. It's just getting used to that, I think. So I'm just gonna practice each one. So the hard thing about this section is that the half steps don't stay in the same places in between each hand position. In each hand position, the half steps are in a different spot, is what I'm trying to say. So while I do know that C minor has B flat, E flat, and A flat, it's just knowing which of my fingers are going to be close together. That's just, making this more confusing. But I'm going to keep going through this. I've gotten 2 measures of this section now, so I'm going to put them together and hope that it goes well. Just need some repetition. More repetition. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to work today because that's a big chunk and I want to put off the next section just because I don't want to look at it today. So I'm going to go back through what I looked at and kind of put it together, see how it goes, and repeat anything that I need to. Okay, I got through it, and about halfway through I realized that I'm not even using my good mic. So I'm really sorry if my audio quality has not been good so far, but I promise it will be better for the rest of the vlog. So I felt like each section was okay, but it was getting in between those different sections that I practiced. So I really practiced in chunks, but I didn't practice putting each chunk together, and so that's what wasn't working very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that on my own, just putting those transitions together, and I will see you on another practice day.